I'm Sarah. Welcome back to my channel. I've been looking at a lot of videos on YouTube currently about autumn and people's autumn wish list, and it started me thinking about the process we go through when we have a change of season and whether or not we actually need new clothes for every season or whether we should be using the clothes that we have all year round. And for me, it really took me back to my values around shopping and the fact that I want to be really mindful in my spending. I have a wish list, which basically means I add things to my wish list that I would like to purchase, and that could be makeup, perfume, clothes, shoes, handbags, whatever it is. What I tend to do with my wish list is that I just put things down there that I think I might like to buy and I leave them on the wish list. Over time, if those things are still things that I want to buy in a couple of months and I save the money to buy them, then I may allow myself to purchase that as a birthday gift to myself or a Christmas gift, or just because I've saved the money to do so. But I don't just shop mindlessly anymore. I've said in previous videos that I've had a shopping addiction. I used to be a shopaholic. I've now reformed myself and I shop much more mindfully. So my wish list allows me to curate a list of items that I'm really interested in purchasing that I think will suit my lifestyle and that I'll get a lot of use and wear out of. And I really focus on quality and value, so I don't add pieces that aren't going to last. So over the last few months, I've been curating my wish list, and it's now autumn, so it's September, and I thought it would be a good time to not shop my wish list. So I've seen so many creators on YouTube and Instagram putting up all of their autumn shopping and the hauls that they've been doing, and I just thought, let's just do it differently. Let's go to London, which is a city that I love and live fairly close to. Let's spend a day window shopping. Let's have a look at all of the items on my wish list if I can find them in person. I like to shop in person rather than online. The reason for that is because I like to be able to touch things, I like to be able to try things on, and if they fit and they work perfectly and I can afford them because I've budgeted for them, then I feel much more confident and comfortable buying them. So this is a shopping video that's a bit of an anti-haul. Let's get into it. Let's have a look at my autumn wish list and what I didn't buy when I was in London. So I started my shopping trip in Selfridges, and I went to Selfridges, I went to Harrods, I went to Bond Street, I went to Regent Street. I basically did a big loop of London and we found quite a few of the items that are on my autumn wish list. I did have a few handbags on my wish list, but I actually didn't find all of them or get to see all of them. But the ones that are currently on my wish list that I'll talk you through are the Louis Vuitton Pochette Métis, and that is £2,130. I ideally wanted the Pochette Métis in black leather, and I didn't look at one on the day, but I will insert a picture here for you. I really love this bag. I found myself gravitating towards Louis Vuitton as a brand when it comes to bags, and I just know I'll get my use out of them. I have used my Alma and my Neverfulls relentlessly. I basically love those bags, so I know that Louis Vuitton bags fit my lifestyle. I haven't got a leather bag from Louis Vuitton, so I was interested in getting the black version of this. I didn't see it in store, but I have seen it in store on previous visits, and I really do like it. I guess the thing that's holding me back from purchasing it at the moment is the cost. I just find that the Pochette Métis in the black leather is a beautiful handbag, but it's just not something I'm willing to purchase at the moment, although it will remain on my wish list. Some of the other bags that I was interested in that are on my wish list are Goyard Artois MM bag. I'd like to get this in burgundy, I think, and I'd like the zip closure. I have seen this bag on a couple of influencers and I really like it. I like the quality of Goyard bags. I don't use my little Alpine Mini as much as I probably would like to, so I'm considering selling that and purchasing this bag instead. I tend to gravitate more towards tote bags or crossbody bags, so I think that this bag would be a better fit for me. I didn't buy it, I didn't see it when I went to London because I didn't go across to Mayfair, which is where Goyard is situated, but I would have liked to see it in person before I purchase it, so it still is on my wish list. The cost for that bag, I believe, is about £2,500, and as I said, I wanted it in the burgundy colour, which is the colour of the season, and I think it'd be something that would last well in my wardrobe, but I didn't purchase it, and it still is something that I would like to keep on my wish list. Along with that is the Goyard agenda. I used to want to have the Louis Vuitton agenda, but more recently I've moved towards wanting the Goyard version because I think less people have it. I would ideally like to have this in the burgundy colour to match the tote bag that I've just talked about, but again, I haven't purchased that item just because I will probably get the use out of it because I like to write in a notebook. I'm a notebook person. I like to write with a pen and paper, so having a really nice notebook cover would be amazing. But again, it's probably something I'll wait to purchase until I've saved for it because I just can't bring myself to pay the £400 plus that agenda would cost. So that item will also remain on my wish list and maybe something I purchase in the future. Another bag that's on my wish list is the Dior, and it is a Toujours Dior bag in, I think it's the macro canage leather, and I'm probably butchering all of these words by the way, but that's the bag that I would really like. It is £3,700 for the large version, and I would have liked to get that in black. The reason I like it, I think it looks like a really nice travel bag. I'm really interested in buying more leather bags rather than canvas. I've got a lot of coated canvas tote bags, and the size, it's just a beautiful looking bag. I did see one in Selfridges in London. I'm not sure if I've got video, but if I have, I'll insert it here. If not, I'll put a picture. And I saw it in like a taupey colour. I didn't love the colour at all. I couldn't see it in black, but if I was to get one, it would definitely be the black version. When I saw it in person, I didn't love it as much as I had when I saw the bag online or when I've seen it in people's pictures. So actually seeing it up close was really good for me because it actually made me think, do I really need this bag? If I'm being honest, it and this is going to sound awful, I'm sorry if you already have this as your nappy bag, but it looked like a nappy bag or like a baby changing bag up close. So that put me off really. Soulage Toujours bag is no longer on my wish list. I've seen it in person. I don't think it would fit my lifestyle. I don't want to pay the £3,500 that it will cost, so I'm removing it from my wish list. There are two more bags on my wish list. The first one is the Louis Vuitton Keepall 55. I would love to get this bag as a travel bag. I think the 55 would be the right size for me in terms of the travel that I do. I want to get it in the coated canvas with the black leather. I'll put a picture of it here for you. I love the style of this bag. I prefer this black leather because I think it's going to be more durable for travel. I think it will be something that will last a very long time. I think I'll get my use out of it. I always travel with open tote bags, and they can be a bit annoying when you're in flights or cars. They can tip over and things can fall out. This bag, I believe, costs about £2,000 there or thereabout. I'll put the right price for you as well. It's staying on my wish list. I have seen this bag in person. I didn't see it on my most recent trip, but I have seen it on a number of different outings to Louis Vuitton. I love it. It is definitely a bag that I want to purchase in the future. I'm not ready to pull the trigger on it yet, but it will stay on the wish list. And my final bag that I have on my wish list is the Bottega Teen Jodie. I'd like to get this in either the black or the dark brown colour. I love this bag. I have seen it in person. I didn't see it on this latest trip, but I have seen it in person. Again, it's a bag with a zip closure, which I'm starting to lean towards. Most of the bags that I've talked about today have a zip closure rather than being open. I think the Bottega leather is amazing. I love the colour. I'm not sure whether I do want to get the black or the dark brown yet. It is going to stay on my wish list, and I think that bag is about £3,500, but I'll put the accurate price here for you. It's staying on the wish list. Moving on to clothes. So the first things on my wish list were from a brand called Almada Label. It's a brand that I've seen a lot of influencers and creators talking about recently, and they have some beautiful pieces. I wasn't sure when I went to London whether or not I would be able to see these pieces in person because not a lot of stores, stock this brand. So I believe it's a Scandinavian brand, but I was lucky enough to find it in Harrods, and I will put some footage of me trying on a knit that I really love in the picture here for you. They've got beautiful quality knits. I wanted to buy a knit from them for quite a while, and the one that I tried on was on my wish list. It's called the Kaya knit, I think. And also I was interested in some sort of satin or silk trousers that they had. I would have liked to get those in a chocolate brown. They were also on my wish list. I think both items, the knit and the trousers, were about £320 to £350 each, and they are both still on my wish list. I love them. The only thing I'm concerned about with the trousers, I didn't try them on because they didn't have my size. They had a very limited stock in Harrods. The jumper they had in my size, I loved it. So I'm definitely going to go back and purchase that. It's something I've saved for and I really love it. The quality is amazing. The trousers, I'm a little bit worried they'll be a little bit too short for me. I've said before I'm 5'9", so I do need longer length in trousers. They were a nice quality. I think they're worth the money. They are staying on the wish list, but they may come off the wish list if I find a pair and I try them on and they're too short. Okay, next on my wish list is another brand that I think is Scandinavian, and that's the brand called Soft Goat. They stock Soft Goat in Selfridges. I have seen it there before, and I was interested in getting a grey cashmere sweater from Soft Goat, just like a crew neck. I think they retail for about £350. I did manage to find a couple of cashmere sweaters in Selfridges, but unfortunately they only had them in like bright pink and a couple of other colours, which I wasn't looking for. So I actually took this item off my wish list after seeing the Almada label knits. I actually preferred the Almada label quality to Soft Goat, so I'm going to remove the Soft Goat cashmere jumper off my wish list. Totem, I love Totem. It's probably one of my favourite brands. I have been hankering after their silk set for so long. It's unbelievable. I love the shirt. I think you can wear the shirt on its own. I also love the matching trousers. I would like to get this in the black and the cream. They are expensive though. I think they retail at about £550 to £560 per item. So in total, you're looking at over £1,000 for a cord set. I do think it's quite versatile. I think you could wear it in the summer, the winter, the spring. You could wear each item separately. I have seen these items in person. I did see them on my latest trip to London, so I've got footage here, and I still love them. The concern that I have is twofold with these. It's firstly the cost. I think it's very expensive, but I think the quality is there. Secondly is the length of the trousers. I don't think the trousers are going to be long enough for me, and I really do want this as a set. I love cords. I think they look so put together, so I would like to buy both. I would probably buy the shirt on its own because I really love it. I just feel like I get so much more use out of the shirt if I also had the bottoms. They're remaining on my wish list. I almost pulled the trigger. I was thinking it's my birthday coming up. I should buy this set. They didn't have the bottoms in my size. They did have the shirt in my size. I'm going to wait, I think, and not purchase either yet. I would like to try them both on together in person. I'm yet to find the trousers in my size though, so they will remain on my wish list. Next on the wish list is Loewe. I have wanted a Loewe vest for quite some time now. I would either want to get it in black with the logo on the front in white, or I've also seen one in grey and one in light pink. They are really beautiful quality. I think they retail at about £475. I quite often wear vest tops. I wear them under sweaters. I wear them on their own in the summer, and I think it's quite a versatile piece that you could get your wear out of. I did see them in person, but not in the colour that I wanted on my recent trip to Selfridges. And I also saw some t-shirts from Loewe that I really liked. So I'm kind of not sure whether now I want to get a t-shirt from Loewe or a vest. I think I might get more use out of a t-shirt. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the vest from my wish list and I'm going to replace it with a Loewe t-shirt, and I'm going to keep it on the wish list. I've been looking for a pair of embellished jeans. I have one pair from River Island that I bought last year that have lasted really well. They're black with like studs on the front. I really want a blue pair with diamonds or crystals on them. I love wearing them with sweaters for nights out or dinners. I just think they really elevate an outfit. I saw loads last Christmas. I went to London in November and I saw loads of jeans that were embellished that I really liked. I didn't buy any at the time, but they've been on my wish list since then. I would spend probably up to £250 to £300 if I found the right pair and they were the right colour and the right length. I would like a wide leg, high-waisted pair in a blue colour. I found hardly any this time when I went to Selfridges. I think they had one pair. That wasn't the pair that I liked. So they're staying on my wish list and I may purchase them in the future. Next on the wish list is a top from Miu Miu. I've wanted a Miu Miu knit or a Miu Miu sort of sweater or t-shirt for quite some time. I think they're very overpriced though, so I haven't bought one yet. I've looked at them on multiple occasions. I've seen them in Selfridges and I've seen them in Bicester Village as well. This time when I went to Selfridges, I saw the perfect one that I really wanted. It was a grey knit with like a button front, and it just had the Miu Miu logo on the side. I think that jumper retailed at about £1,000 to £1,200. And again, I just think it's really expensive. I think it's a piece that I would get wear out of, but I think I've got some really nice knits that cost me a couple of £100 that are cashmere, and yet they don't have the Miu Miu logo, but essentially that's what you're paying for, is the logo. And for one item, I think you'd have to wear it so much that you just wouldn't get the cost per wear for it. But I love it. I do want to purchase one in the future, so it's staying on my wish list, and I would love to purchase a Miu Miu knit in the future. There were two coats that I was looking for that were on my wish list, so I did manage to find both of them. The first one is a barn jacket from Totem. This barn jacket has been worn by so many people. I've seen so many creators wearing it, and it always looks amazing on them. I would like to get it in the brown colour, and I think it retails at about £650. I did manage to find them when I was in Selfridges. They didn't have them in my size though, but I really do like it. The only thing I'm concerned about is I think it might be a little bit short on me. I am 5'9", and I think if you're as tall as me or taller, it doesn't really cover your bum. And I would like to wear this jacket with leggings or with jeans. And whilst I wear jeans, I'm not too bothered about things that don't cover my bum. But if you're wearing leggings, I really do like my jackets to cover me on the bum section. So I didn't purchase it, couldn't try it on because I didn't have my size. But I would like to go back and try it on in person, and it will therefore remain on my wish list. The final item of clothing is a leather jacket from Anina Bing. I saw this online. I immediately fell in love. I really like the funnel neck collar. I love the deep sort of burgundy brown color of it, and I managed to find it in person in Selfridges. Oh, actually, sorry, I managed to find it in person in Harrods. The leather was amazing. It's really soft. I actually compared it to the leather of another brand that I've been looking at, which is called Noor Hamor. And actually, the Noor Hamor jacket was more expensive, but the quality of the leather didn't feel as nice. I loved the feel of the Anine Bing leather. I just didn't like it as much when I saw it in person. The leather felt great, but it didn't look as nice or as expensive or as high quality as I thought it would. So I didn't purchase it. I'm actually going to remove it from my wish list, and I'm going to wait to find the perfect funnel neck leather jacket. And I believe the Anina Bing jacket was about £650. Shoes. So I wanted a couple of pairs of shoes that I've been looking at for a little while, and I managed to track a few of them down. And I looked at some others as well that weren't on my wish list, but they may make the way there. So the first one was a pair of flats from Alaya. I was wanting the mesh ballet flats from Alaya. Everybody's got them. You've probably seen them a million times. I'm late to the party on this, but I really do like them. I think they retail at about £650, which I think is crazy for a pair of mesh ballet flats. But anyway, I like the style. Managed to find some similar pairs, but I couldn't find the exact pair from Alaya. A lot of different brands had similar ballet flats that were mesh, but I couldn't find the Alaya ones. But what I did find was a studded pair of Alaya ballet flats that were, I think, leather with silver studs. I love them. I am now going to replace my wish list pair. So I'm going to remove the mesh pair off my wish list, and I'm going to put onto my wish list the Alaya ballet flats, the black leather with the silver studs. I think they retail for about £650 as well, and there's something that I'm definitely keeping my eye on for the future. I'm not sure how to pronounce this brand, so forgive me if I say it incorrectly, but it's spelled Aeyde. AD? AAD? I don't know. But they have a pair of ballet flats as well that I've been looking at that were burgundy. Couldn't find them anywhere. I thought they'd been stocked now in both Selfridges and Harrods, but I couldn't find the brand there. But what I did find were a couple of other pairs that I thought were really interesting. So I'll put some footage of those there. I didn't buy them. I think they were about £200 to £300. And again, for a pair of leather ballet flats, if they fit really nicely and they wear well, then you do reach for them over and over again, and I think it's worth the investment. I've kept them on my wish list, so I am still looking for a burgundy pair of ballet flats in leather, and who knows. Not on my wish list were a pair of Chanel loafers. I saw these in the Chanel store in Selfridges and I fell in love with them. They are crazy though. I don't think they'll be comfortable. I didn't try them on, just saw them when I was in Chanel and took a little video of them. I really like them in the burgundy, but I also really like them in the olive green as well. I'm not sure of the price, but I will put the price here for you. They're not on my wish list. They're not going to be on my wish list, I don't think, but I am thinking about them. Really expensive item. Not sure that I would really want to pay that money for them, but they were beautiful. The leather was beautiful and the colors were beautiful. So it's not on my wish list yet, but it may make its way there in the future. So that's it for my autumn wish list. They are the things that I went to look for when I went to London recently shopping. I didn't purchase any of these items, and I was quite proud of myself for that because I could quite easily have pulled the trigger on quite a few of these beautiful pieces. I didn't. A lot of them will remain on my wish list, and I will look to purchase some of them in the future. I am saving, and it is my birthday soon, and obviously we've got Christmas coming up, and I would like to make a purchase for myself of something from the wish list. But for now, I've saved myself thousands by just going window shopping. I had a fantastic time in London. I love to look at clothes. I love to check out the quality of the things that are on my wish list. So hopefully you've enjoyed the video and you've seen some beautiful items that you may want to add to your wish list. But let's just remember, fall is just another season. We don't need lots of new clothes. You've got plenty of clothes in your wardrobe that you can wear, and you will look beautiful in them. Shop your own closet. Pull out things that you haven't worn for a while. Sell clothes on Vinted if you need to. I will link my Vinted store as well. I am selling a number of items that you may be interested in. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.